So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start the game off normally. We're not gonna attack, we're playing defensive, and then we scout. That's the plan here. I'm not gonna try to throw the game from the start. I'm gonna be responsible. For like other types of games, I love other types of games, like World of Warcraft. Full stop. There we go. That was the whole list. I don't know if you expected a longer list, but that was the list. Welcome to my TED talk of which games I like. Very nice. Now, unranked, but he's very low level, so this means that he is most likely a little bit of a Chad. A Chad player who is on his Smurferino. Boys are done. So, sir, what's your main rank? Can anyone write that for me in Chinese so I can ask it to the guy? Because maybe he doesn't speak Inglado. Guy. Ilalu. Tawa. Tawa. Eat. Okay, so 10 for Tim, welcome, good sir. You have walked in on us scouting. But we're gonna do a normal build. We're doing a normal build until we get until we survive the early game. And we're not harassing. The only things that are allowed to harass are scouts. Aside from scouts, everything stays in our base. And they can only defend. Yeah. Serbia is the same time as Central. Yes, we are same time as Central Europe. It is very nice. But I've never used GMT in my life. It's like the American time zones. Every time my students tell me, "Oh, we'll see you at 4," I'm like, "For what? For EST, PST, CST? Can we just..." But when we talk in Serbia, we always talk about CET. And even South Africans, we know if you're in your work environment, fucking go for EST. But man, these Americans... The crazy thing is, whenever I work with my American students, I always talk in EST because it's the easiest thing. And for some reason, when you tell them, "I'll see you at this time EST," they show up at CST. And they're like, "Yeah, but I'm in a different time zone." I don't think they actually know how time zones work. So a lot of people just assume that you're always talking in their local time. So my English is so good. Where I learn English? I learn English on the television, eh? I'm a South African and we are speaking English very deliciously over there. Not perfectly good, but enough, eh? So I speak English very deliciously because of the TV shows and the computer games. My first computer game was a Brute War. And the Brute War was a very delicious computer game where my first English word was power overwhelming, because power overwhelming was the cheat to not die, because I died because I was 6 years old, you know. So what do I teach these students? I teach these ones that don't understand time zones. They're all university students, every single one of them. So I teach them like college algebra and fucking chemistry and sociology, funnily enough, even though you wouldn't think that all of those go together. But I am a person with a very, very large specialty zone. Yeah. I wanted to study to be a doctor when I was a baby. Not a baby, but a youngling. When I was a youngling, I wanted to be a doctor. But ich komme auf Südafrika und I come from South Africa, and you need to be a specific skin color to study medicine unless you have insanely good grades. I am not that skin color, which is actually pretty sad. But yeah, I get it. I get the whole thing. yeah. Local South African accent. University students who don't know time zones, that's exactly what I always think. I'm just like, how is this even possible? Oh, he is a very heavily, trigger happy Jugenu boy, I see. Come here, boys. Alright, don't mind if we do. Okay. We're being reactive. And 2 Jugenu out already. I mean, I am a little bit spooked already. Spiking in my boots, eh? Okay. We're gonna need to make some javelins. Another production building. Hello. I have a feeling the Jugenus are running around here as well. Let's go see what he's up to. The fact that he didn't respond means he's either Chinese or he's a Smurf. One or the other. Let's get our first cow. The cow building. SA. Oh, as memey as that sounds, we do have different requirements for different races. So if you are white or Chinese, you need like an average of 92-93%. It actually states, one of the university accidentally had their documents leaked where they had the actual acceptance things. So if you're white or Chinese, you need to have 80%. If you are Indian or colored is a race in South Africa. You cannot use the word black to describe them, different race. And so I'm speaking in South African terms, not in US terms, because I know it's an offensive term in the US, but not in South Africa. It is a required term. If you tell a colored person in South Africa that they are black, they will be very offended. So it's a very, very different thing. So just want to state that, because I know some of you are not aware of South African lingo. Okay, let me just make sure we can scout what this guy is doing. So if you're colored or Indian, your average needs to be around 85. Then if you are black, you can get in with an average of 65, which is a very, very large discrepancy. So, I'm all for fixing what was done in the past, you know. But the problem in South Africa is we have a huge shortage of doctors because of this policy. They unfortunately they don't choose the most academically gifted people. So what often happens is people fall out after 6 months. So if you have a medical class of, I don't know, let me just quickly put this down. Medical class of about 300 students, you'll have a medical class of, I don't even know, 100 students after 6 months. And I wish this was exaggerated, but that's the extent of the numbers, and it's quite rough. So a lot of medical schools actually suffer getting enough graduates out. And you also have a specific graduation rate that you would need. So depending on your skin color as well, you need to have different grades. Not officially, but when you're in the exam and they're marking your exam, they'll mark yours wrong based on what color you are. I actually experienced this at the University of Pretoria. I had an Indian friend who I was always studying with, and we went to scope our exam because both of us failed and we wanted to see why. And she got marked correct for some of the things that I got marked wrong on, even though we had exactly the same answers. And when we asked for clarification, they were like, oh no, we just didn't like your method. And I'm like, but that's the exact same fucking method. So no, it's definitely an issue in South Africa. It doesn't mean we always have the most competent people in the right positions, because you are chosen not based on your ability, but rather on what race you are. Like I said, I'm all for affirmative action in a way. I think it just needs to be done correctly, and in South Africa, it is not done correctly. Not at all. Okay, let's go double check. We can't attack, but we can walk around. Okay, I need to go check what he's doing. He's probably going the bold build after this. If it doesn't work out, you always go the bold build. Okay. So, yes. Can African people understand Malian language? I want you to think about it like if I asked you if French people can understand German. We have such a diverse set of languages in South Africa. Well, I mean, just in South Africa itself. And I mean, in the whole Africa, it's even more. So we have such a diverse set of languages that... No. No, they cannot. Because there's just too many languages. We have... Malian is one language by itself. Malians are one group of people. It's not a large... It's not a widespread language. So no, I have no idea what these people are saying, and I can understand a little bit of some of the black languages in South Africa. So yeah, it's the same as asking if French people understand German. Some do. They studied it, but there's so many European languages. It's like thinking Spanish and German are the same language as well. Let's quickly click this thing and another one, because now we can start to make our spicy units. I'm gonna try to wall off here instead, so I don't get clapped. Okay, and these javelin throwers cannot leave the base. They need to only be defensive. They are made to be defensive. They leave the base, we abandon the whole point of the of the strategy. Okay, this one, and then get a few more. Okay, let's go scouts. Jeder versteht Deutsch, ja. Most people cannot speak more than one language there. In South Africa, I think most people can, but a lot of people are monolingual. Okay, let's go see, and now make scouts. Let's go snack on this scout. You guys are too far out of the base. Okay, and we're almost going to be able to age up. We're doing our cow transition. Defensive strategy all the way, until it's not. Scouts? Ooh, hello there, early palace guards. What are you boys doing? Man. Okay, you come here. You guys. Yeah. Whew. I'm gonna get that upgrade purely because I can see I'm gonna have to be fighting against the boys, the palace guard boys. Now I think what we're gonna need to do is get some stone, as we're gonna need to keep to survive. The problem with palace guards is they are pretty good against what are these things called? Javelin throwers. Right here. There's almost 2 TC. One around. A few more on the TC. Holy shit. I left these here for a reason, because I knew he was going to clean me up. Okay. Problem with palace guards, again, they're going to fuck me up. That amount of them. It's going to be too much for me to deal with. Okay. But we're just going to use our scouts. Okay, and right here. And please. Yep. Now you boys, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here, and now we get more these guys. Okay. Let's get some of these arrow things. We're definitely gonna need to get some other units too. Okay. Boys. Whew. Nice.
How are you, our queen?
I'm good. Oh shit! I can't move these out. Whew, almost forgot about them. Now the reason we got these is so we can get ready to just double check. Scouts, yeah. Okay, let's go here. Go, 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 go. Oh, you boys, back in base, back in base. You're not supposed to be out here. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, and more scouts. I'm going to read messages and stuff after this. I just want to make more scouts, okay? Okay. Let's go. Oh, also parties? No. You are for base protection purposes only. Everything else, not allowed. And you ladies? Okay. Okay, let's get a few more scouts. Oh, no, not so fast, scouts. Okay, you boys come here. See if we can burn this thing down. Fuck yes. Look at these guys. They're just doing God's work at the moment. Holy shit, that's annoying. I love it. Woo. Okay. And let's see, do I have all my upgrades? Alright, ladies, let's just break this wall at the top as well. And let me see if I can get a little bit of a relic or two. Boys, very nice. Alright, and more scouts. Go. And let's see where these guys are going. This way. Let's get more scouts. Out here. Okay. Gold is gonna run out at some point. Yeah. Let's go inside and get a few more scouts. Fuck yes. This is amazing. Let me just quickly get this sky secured as well. Boys. Oof. I need to get a house or two. Oh, this thing first. Perfect. Boys. Break this thing down here. Okay, now I can start killing these guys. Let me just delete them. And now we can aid move our army. Oh, hello, Mr. Scouts. You doing good? Yes, you are. Yes, you fucking are. Let's see if I can get a few more farms. Holy fuck. This is wild. Look at this. Oh my god. We just keep scouting and scouting and scouting. Hell yeah. Now they can just fight at this point. Holy shit. Okay. Nice. Let's see if we can maybe break down this wall. You guys too? Okay, let's burn down this TC. Scouts. Woo. You boys. I love this. This is great. This is absolutely wonderful. Okay, more scouts, please. Very nice. Mr. Scouts? Oh, he surrendered. I thought I killed the landmarks for some reason. Nice. Scouts! Keep scouting, baby! Oh my... I am great, Avisa. Thank you very much for resubbing. We now finally have a name for ourselves. We are the Wham Fam. So welcome back to the Wham Fam. Ah. Maybe we can get one of the biggest South African tribes, Zulu, in the AOE4. You know, the Zulu, we actually have a larger Zulu community. Zulus are still very predominant in modern age, and it's a very, I think it's the most spoken language in South Africa, aside